Hey, Gavin and man got practice no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they ain't got practice or shit. Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go. Today's the last day to use my free car wash. I gotta go get that. They don't tell us that. I think they don't tell us at 7:30. Let's see. Oh no, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna use that. So I leave your ass. Oh shit, time to go. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm on my way to you, bitch. I'll be there for you.
All right. Yeah.
Welcome to the Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio, and home to the Toledo Rockets. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Toledo Rockets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Broncos will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rockets offense will get first crack at it today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Rockets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Right down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rockets with the 1st and 10. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. 1st down here for the offense. The snap sets up the throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Toledo. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he makes the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he passed, and he pulls it up inside the 20. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will go to work for the first time today. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
The Broncos want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Rockets offense is back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So Reese with that drive.
There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll try the run. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Buys a little extra time. Unleashes one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Rockets are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quickly out to the tight end. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Broncos headed quickly to the line. Let's talk for just a moment about Western Michigan. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the play.
Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Snagged out of the air. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. And the Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Turning it on. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's McMahon. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And the Broncos are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Woo, deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Cross. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Broncos are on the move.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Offense in the hurry-up. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Iowa is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Iowa City deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker of a showing. They're trailing by 14 to Wisconsin. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pocket breaking down. Back open in the middle. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Bunch formation for these receivers. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've hit them with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is.
Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open. And that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards. But the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage. And I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. The Broncos line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Running into the open space. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Finds a little space.
The returner brings it out to the 34. And the Western Michigan offense will take over.
The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. And the Broncos want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll go to the air. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got it behind the line. It's Richard. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Toledo.
The Rockets will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Not a lot of room. It found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down. And what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game? That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
The 3rd down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tap. Another 3rd down stop and give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
Makes the grab close to the logo. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
And the Rockets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rockets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Using the quick game. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first?
Holds it in, the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The play action fake. Bringing the heat. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
Gonna look downfield again. Rushes on him. Right on the money. Breaks into the open. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, this defense is going to mix up their looks against this quarterback, playing some zone. That time it was man coverage, but they also brought the blitz. So they're just trying to keep this quarterback on his toes.
The Rockets trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback may change this route. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. 2nd and goal coming up. Wants to go up top. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Broncos will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Rockets offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. He'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Rockets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. Defense. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that play.
Final play of the quarter coming. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's not afraid to go deep. Picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Broncos will hustle to the line.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. Got room at the 35. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, hats off to this defense and their ability to shut this guy down. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football. That was only his second catch of the game, and we're essentially in a 2-minute situation. They have risen to the challenge. They knew coming in they were going to have to limit him, but I don't know if they even thought they'd be able to do this good of a job.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Snap it to the back. Back's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
Toledo, 24. Western Michigan, 12.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Moving away from pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Quick completion on the out. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Complete. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Brought down at the 8-yard line as he took that interception back inside the 10 to set up this offense.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. The Broncos racing to the line in a hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires complete on the crosser. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion on 3rd down, you're not quite in panic mode yet on offense, but the sense of urgency is really ratcheting up because you're down 2 possessions, not a lot of time left on the clock. You have got to find your best playmaker right here on 4th down. This could be the game. This is a play you absolutely have to make.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win.
Open field on the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Rockets have it with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
Fires to the end zone. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. The 50. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, going to the air. Looking for a big gain. Got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Western Michigan. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
1st and 10, they're down to the 25. And you want that clock to run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the toss. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rockets have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Heftiness coming out on the goal line.
42. Spot ready.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rockets. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Davis. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's loose down the middle. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a...
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Rockets offense is back on the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Rockets want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man downfield. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
He's looking to pass. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's McMahon. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
And back to the air on second down. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats.